Yes.
Push it real good. When I was in WWE as Ariel, of course, I don't know if they changed it up now, but the way it was then was the road to WrestleMania was you go to the Europe tour overseas, then you come back and you go to Mexico, and then you start working your cities to Mania. So storyline wise, like during that chunk of however many months that is to do all that, that's when they're building the stories to lead to Mania, right? So we were in Nottingham, England, and it was so effing cute. It was like I felt like being oh my gosh, my voice. Hold on. Being that I've talked about here before, one of my goals being a SoCal girl that's in entertainment, I always wanted to have a job at the back lot of Universal Studios here. So in saying that, I've always been obsessed with the sets and all these things. So when I was in Nottingham, England, as freaking Ariel employed by the WWE, I was like, this is not a backlot. This is the real deal. This is why the backlot has that section. It was so unreal. And I just remember Kevin came up to me because it was all just wrestlers in the bar that was there. So we're all partying. It felt like a private party to me. And so Kevin was like, Shelly, you got to try this. And it was absinthe, the real absinthe. And the whole thing with like the spoon thingy, and then you put it on fire, like the whole 9 yards. So that night, I had never felt, because I was very new to drinking at this point in my life. Like I had been a new drinker. So then all of a sudden I'm over here having real absinthe freaking in Nottingham, England with Kevin. Man, me and Kevin kept going. And I got effed up. And then when we got to Mexico, a group of us, I'll have to send you a photo so we could put it up later. But a group of us went out to like venture out, and we found a bottle of absinthe. So, so we're in this like van with a bunch of us. Me and Kevin are just taking the drinks of absinthe from the bottle, just like nobody's business, because it was like an off day, and there was mostly girls with us, and one of them was Jillian. And hold on, I have to go in the house and get something really quick because it goes with the story.
Okay, all right.
Pause right here.
This is where the TMI pause music comes into effect.
So me and Kevin are over there getting all drunk on the absinthe, having a good old time. And something that people don't realize is I'm pretty good at the recorder.
The recorder, the instrument,
the instrument,
like the doo, like that. Okay.
And when I say good, I don't mean I can just do hot cross buns really well. I've always been, since little messing with the recorder, because at school they have you mess with it, at a young age. And I fell in love with the recorder. So,
you may be the only person in history that I've ever come across to say that they are good at the recorder. And that includes the episode of Full House where they play the recorder and they have the piece of gum stuck in it. So you are the only one who's ever mastered the recorder. Continue.
Thank you. I will take that. So I say I'm good at it because since I was a kid, I would think of like a song that I like or like a theme song, and I would just figure out how to play it on the recorder, like to where you could tell that's what the song is. So that's why I say I'm really good at it. Like I can just think of a song that I like, and then I just got to keep practicing, mess around and see where those little toots are, and I do it. So one of the things at this time in my life, because I used to carry a recorder with me, by the way, people didn't realize, Ariel, sexy Ariel, you know what she had in her bag? She had her recorder.
Wow. Hey now.
And so me and Kevin are so drunk on the absinthe. And so I bust out my recorder and I was feeling so good because at that point I had taught myself how to do the part on Salt and Pepper when it goes do 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 do, shut up, push it. But that song,
push it.
Yeah. So I started playing that, and then Jillian Hall got so annoyed with me, and she was like, I think at some point we cut Shelly off from her recorder, and she's not allowed to play it.
Wow, heat for the recorder.
Heat for the recorder. But I understand, because I would always play it, because there would be times, and here's why Jillian specifically, I feel, I used to mess with Jillian because I love her so much. Me and Francine used to mess with her. And Jillian, we'd be in the locker room, and then it would just be me. And, I kind of was like a fly on the wall when I was backstage. I just am that way. Like, I like to observe my surroundings, and, it doesn't mean that I'm not having a good time. Like, because then if there's like people over here that I really like, and I know I can be like that with, like I do, so, but for the most part, especially at that time, because it's like, hello, I'm living my childhood dream. This is a lot. Let me like really get this right now. So I'd be in the locker room like a little creep, just creeping in there. No one knows I'm in there. And then Jillian was like getting ready. And then all of a sudden, doot, 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 and she's like, oh, Shelly. So that's why, like, that was my beginning with Absinthe. And then, of course, being here in the States, I have what they call Absinthe, which is good enough for me. I have my brands that I like. But like I said, I really pick and choose when I have Absinthe. And it made me sad that I was so excited, because I can't even tell you the last time I had it. I can't remember. And I was so excited to have it yesterday. But I just couldn't do it. Like, maybe some other time.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But some things never change. And though I may be a little bit rusty.
Yes.
All right, let's see. This is for you, Jillian Hall. Shut up. Push it.
Yes.
Push it real good.
Yes.
Jillian Hall.
Very nice. How about the
Some things never change.